All right. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to November. All right. Let's see how that's going to play out for you guys. All right. See what we get in the cards for November for Gemini. Okay. Gemini, what can a Gemini expect this month, please? We'll take a look. I'll read it kind of generally, but it most likely love stories will come out. And then I've got, sorry, I'm trying to move. It looked like I had like one giant eyebrow. All right. Yeah, I love my hair. Okay. We're going to look at general kind of readings, but most likely love will come out. And we'll look at the romance angels and also messages from your person, things like that. All right. So let's see. Gemini for November. What's going on for Gemini's, please? November. Expect in November. Okay. Almost there, Gemini. Hold on. Okay, all right, what do we got? Okay, so the Seven of Wands is the first card out. All right, so it's like, I feel like this is you, like saying, like taking your freaking stand and saying, no more games, no more games, no more drama, no more bullshit, what's up? You know, that I really kind of get the sense that's, you know, she's got a power stance there. She's standing on top of the freaking table, man, you know, and it's just like, okay, what's up? What's going on with this? I don't want to play 52 card pickup, all right, because it's like all the cards are like flying through the air. It's like that game that has no point. Remember when you were a kid or something, you know, like my brother would tease me. Oh, you want to play 52 card pickup? And I'd be like, oh, yeah, that sounds fun. You know, and then they throw the cards everywhere around the room and say, okay, you pick them up. And it's like, it's not fun, you know, and it's like they baited us into this, you know, and it's like, no, you know, kind of thing. And you're like, nope. Okay, yeah. Bam, good for you, Gemini. Kick ass. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles in this particular deck is, it's like, this person's like cleaning up a mess, all right, that somebody else made, all right? So it's like, I really get the sense that it's like your person feels like your sense of power now, you know, and it's like, oh shit, I better clean up my messes, you know, kind of thing. Now, the other way too is the Eight of Pentacles in just standard tarot is a card of working on oneself. It is a card of maybe just throwing yourself into work or throwing yourself into spiritual studies or any types of self-improvement type things, be it your finances, your work, your projects, your creativity, you know, what your health, you know, what have you know, physical things, all that. But I feel like in this, that this is your person. I feel like they're like, oh shit, I better mop up the mess that I've made. How am I going to clean this up? All right. So let's see. Yep. Seven of Swords. All right. Because the Seven of Swords is here. And in this particular deck also, it's like, I mean, look how sneaky that Seven of Swords looks. I mean, the Seven of Swords always looks sneaky in tarot, but I mean, they really nailed it on this one, I think. So it's like, this person is not willing to communicate in the proper ways. That's what I see. That's what this is all about. And it's like they, and you know what's weird? It's not so much that I think that they're doing anything on the sly, or because a lot of times the Seven of Swords can be that they're cheating or they're doing something dastardly, you know, behind one's back and things like that. So it can be that, all right. But it's like, I get the sense that this is more of that somehow they get a rise out of you, like by, like, I don't think they are doing anything, but somehow like they get some kind of weird pleasure, I guess, out of not communicating and pretending like they have secrets just to sort of, again, bait you. I feel like they're like just constantly, it's probably like some kind of weird personality trait that they have. So like trust issues, things like that. All right. Which always goes to self-esteem issues, quite frankly. Six of Swords is in the recent past. So this could possibly be somebody that's at a distance. We'll see if that comes out a little bit more. If it's not about distance or travel or anything like that, then to me, the Six of Swords is, again, you know, we have this character, which is Alice, basically, in this deck. But that's you, most likely, if you're a female, all right, or a male, actually, either or, you know, I see either or. Then it's like, I feel like you're getting in your boat and you're saying, F this, you know, like I feel like you had a revelation recently, probably with the full moon, okay? because that is shown here. We just had a full moon in Taurus. All right, brings a lot of things to light with all these retrogrades and all that kind of stuff. And I think that recently, just like probably in the past few days or week, or it depends when you're watching this video, you've kind of just started moving away from this situation anyway. And that's what brought you to this kind of power stance, I feel. Okay. So yeah, the Two of Pentacles, because your person is just constantly biding time, juggling, trying to keep you in place, but they know they're losing their grasp. They know they can't do this anymore. So, and that's probably because you've let yourself be heard in some way. Because the Two of Pentacles here, it's like, sometimes it's a really cool card of like keeping things in balance and all that. But this guy, he's about ready to keel over. He's losing control, of his control over this infinity loop of indecision. All right, that's what I see. The water's starting to get a little choppy here. The sails are looking a little tattered. You're not looking at this person the same way anymore. You're starting to see their flaws. You're starting to see kind of that this is just some effed up balancing act, the magician act that they can't really pull off. They're like a two-bit magician or something like that, I feel. Sorry to be harsh if this is cross-watching, but I really get the sense that, and it's probably not, like if you're cross-watching this, I mean, unless there is sometimes we do have to look into ourselves, but this doesn't feel like a cross-watcher reading to me at all. All right. This is all you, all for you, Gemini, I feel. Yeah, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like the Ten of Pentacles here. It's like, I feel like this is somebody who you do have a lot of security. All right. So I think that's good. It's like the love love part hasn't worked out yet. Right. But the security of things, like you do have security, I feel, because the Ten of Pentacles is always about security. Typically it is pictured as like a marriage or there's family around, things like that. In this particular deck, we've just got one person. They're a little bit lonely. They got their pets, so that's cute. And they do have their family, but they're kind of like in black and white. So that could indicate that perhaps some of you have family members who have passed on and really miss them at times. Or it could just be your ancestors, that have passed, from years ago that are looking over you. So it's like, because to me, this Ten of Pentacles is a little bit of, you kind of got it all, but you're a little lonely, and it's like, now what? Okay, I'm good, I'm secure financially or comfortable or whatever, the situation is, but I know I want something else. All right. So I feel like that's where you are headed towards, okay, because I'm looking at the Six of Swords in the past. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys can't even freaking see the cards, can you? All right. And then you're heading towards like this decision of okay, I think I need more now than this. All right. So yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So I feel like there could be somebody coming in, but they're coming in at an odd angle. All right. Because he sits side saddle on a donkey. All right. So the knights are typically in tarot pictured on horses and coming in and all gallant and, gallant, whatever the word is, that kind of thing. And this one's sort of like, they're a little, I don't want to say goofy. I don't think this person's goofy, but I think that they're just a little odd, okay, in their approach. So you could have somebody that's kind of working in the angle towards you in like a slow kind of way, all right? Not quite sure how to navigate you. So I feel like that could be somebody different, most likely, than your person. Let's see what else. Yeah, you have the Death card here also in the exterior. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or it's like you had held this flame for this person for so long. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that is your person. Okay. And it's like, but they're just so slow ass, and they're on a donkey. They come at shit sideways. It's like, oh, but look, here's my promise, of the Pentacle, my promise of someday, I'll hand you this Ace of Pentacles, which could be a foundation to a start and all that. But it's like, when, it's like, I don't know, this is, to me, they have like a fishing cap on. So it's like they've gone fishing. All right. So in that sense, and I don't mean like fishing for like plenty of fish in the sea kind of thing. I don't mean that. I mean like like they're on vacation, you know, when it comes to relationships. Like they're just always gone, you know, they're not present. And it's like, then when they do come in, they come in sideways, they come in slow, they come in stubborn, you know, on a donkey, you know, instead of coming in on a freaking, you know, white horse and dressing up a little bit, you know, and saying, here's my cup and, you know, all those beautiful things. No, they're like, well, here's, maybe you can have this, you know, someday, you know, kind of shit. And I feel like you're blowing out the candle. You're like, nope, done. You know, you held a candle for them for a while and you're like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. Okay. So judgment is here in the hopes and or fears. So, I mean, this could say a couple of different things. I mean, it could say, because, you know, there's probably feelings for this person, obviously. I mean, we don't just stick around waiting for slow ass, you know, people on sideways donkeys for nothing, right? Because we got feelings or we've got, you know, hopes with something. So some of you, I mean, you could just be hoping that they just make the right judgment call and figure this shit out and like come towards you, all right? Others of you could be fearing a reconciliation with this person. Maybe you don't trust yourself with this person. Maybe you think you're going to get yanked back into this again. You know, so I mean, it depends on you know, where you're at. All right. So your outcome card, the Tower. All right. So the Tower's coming down, and look at you're fine. You're like, yep. I'm out of here. So the Tower can mean all kinds of things. It can mean just very sudden changes. We're going to clarify it, obviously, in the environment. Okay. It can mean movement. All right. Sudden moves. Maybe you move or something out of the blue. A lot of different things. The Tower card is fairly unexpected usually, although sometimes we have inklings that it is coming. All right. But it is something that usually does catch us a little bit off guard. Okay, so what do we got at the bottom of the deck? Four of Wands. All right, so some of you could just be starting something. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of communication. You got something new here, perhaps. Okay, so this could go two different ways. So for some of you, the Tower, maybe your person does the work, you know, cleans up their mess, you know, and they surprise you. You know, that's very possible. All right. For others of you, absolutely, it could be about moving with this Four of Wands here. Because, you know, the Four of Wands to me, like, again, here you are. There's the character again. That's you right in the center that was here. All right. Same person. You know, it's Alice, basically, from Alice in Wonderland. Here she is. She's just sitting there calmly drinking her tea. You know, she's got like some little kitties around, things like that. But the house it's a house of cards. All right. So, I mean, all it takes is one little, you know, one little breeze and it's going to like fall down, but she doesn't care. She's got her little protection. She's got her little canopy. She's like, I'm good. I'm just going to sit here and sip my tea while that house of cards falls. All right. So I feel like you really have a sense of empowerment this month about this situation. Very much so, in fact, and you're ready to manifest new things with the Magician here. All right. You realize now that you've got the tools. You've got what it takes. You are an asset. All right. So, and you have the Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. So I feel like some of you then are going to move to maybe dating, you know, again, or other opportunities are coming in out of the woodwork. That's possible. I mean, we got two pages. We've got the Eight of Wands. All of those cards are about, we've got the Ace of Wands. Every single card here is about communication. All right. So this could be different people. This could be a new situation. This could, again, possibly be your person and they surprise you with a Tower moment. That's possible, but this feels new to me. All right. So new communications, new enthusiasm. We have this Knight of Swords rushing in. We have a lot of Leo energy here. All right. Coming in for like the win, you know, I feel this Knight of Swords, like they want their happiness, you know, they want their Alice back, their son, you know, this is the sun. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, like I was flipping the Sun card. All right. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is a victory with the Three of Cups. So there's like something to celebrate here. All right. So here's the thing. So I talked a lot about love, but if this is work related, then it's like, it's all the same things I said. All right. Like, I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's just like, oh my God, you know, and it's like the situation will change. I do feel it will change. It will surprise you, and in a good way. And if it surprised you in the fact that you're like, you know, picking over cabinets and shit and saying, and cleaning out your desk and saying, F you guys, I'm out of here. You know, screw you guys, I'm going home. You know, if you're doing that, then it's like you've got opportunities everywhere. All right. And I'm not encouraging you to do that. I'm not, because, you know, sometimes we get things in our head and it's like subconsciously. So kick that out if that's not you. All right. But if there is some kind of sense of this as a work thing, then I feel like you're just like, screw it. And you've got like plenty of opportunities. You're going to be much happier with the Sun card. I feel it's really, really good and positive. However, again, I'm going to, you know, it's a general reading. So, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean, even if it resonates and all those great things, doesn't necessarily mean that all of these things will play out. You know, so obviously if it's about your work or something like that, I'm not encouraging you to say F it and storm out the door and everything's going to be great. You know, you have to use your intuition on whether or not that feels right to you. Okay. But you have a lot of new opportunities coming in, a lot of communication, but this is at the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of more like the next phase. So I'm not so much sure that this is November. All right. I feel like this is more going into like the end of November into December, that I feel all of this is going down. But November, there's a tower moment for sure. You know, that's what I am seeing. So, okay. So let's get some of the cards of like what your person would say to you kind of thing. Let's look at that first. And then we'll pull some romance angels and all those good things. And I got that cool little weird deck here, so we'll use that too. All right. Real quick, what would Gemini's person say to them, please? What would Gemini's person say to them? If you guys like the video, please consider subscribing too while I'm doing all this little shuffling. I'd super, super appreciate it. Or hit a like, or drop a comment. Anything like that helps us YouTubers so much. So I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. All right. Just being near you is intoxicating. All right. So, I mean, so there's some passion here for sure. That's for damn sure. All right. So what, but that also sounds very seductive, you know, because a lot of people like this who need to clean up their own messes and they're kind of Knight of Wands-ish or slow-ass Knight of Pentacles-ish, then it's like they know how to seduce at the right times, but then they don't follow through. You know, so just be aware of that too. All right, so what would Gemini's person say? What messages? Just Gemini's person. Thank you. Okay. I lost myself for a little while. All right. I lost myself. What is that song? Can't remember. Something. I wish I had treated you better. See, they're trying to clean up their mess, but are they? That's the thing, you know. Yeah, see, I feel like they're saying, oh, just being near you is so intoxicating, or, you know, they're pulling out the seducing, like, techniques. Oh, I lost myself for a little while. Oh, my gosh, I wish I had treated you better, right? Now, some of these may really feel that way. Maybe they do, because the Eight of Pentacles is about cleaning up your mess. It is about, you know, looking at things and trying to improve. So, you know, I don't mean to say, oh, maybe they don't mean it. Maybe they do, but... you know, more often than not, people have like little tactics that they use, right? Oh, the timing wasn't right for us. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. So let's see what the romance angels say. And then it says at the bottom of that, it says, I couldn't let you get close to me. I couldn't let you get close to me. All right, so there's some issues, you know, absolutely. I think with that kick-ass Seven of Wands, that very first card that came out, I think that's the right approach, you know, for if this resonates, you know, that seemed to be, I mean, again, check in with yourself, see if that feels right. Don't get all Seven of Wands on them if they don't deserve it, you know, just because it, you know, because of a tarot reading or something like that. Okay, what are the romance angels? What are the romance angels? Oh. That was from another deck. All right. What are the romance angels, please? Advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini. Separation. Yeah, time apart is on the horizon. So, yeah, all right. Unrequited love, next card, unrequited love. So I feel like you're just, I think you've had enough. And I think that's smart, you know, for if this is resonating, that sounds right. Hell yeah. Love yourself first. Whenever this card comes out, it comes out for this reason. You know, that it's not time to hop into like another relationship or this or that. I mean, go date. You know, I feel like you're going to be communicating. I mean, you got lots of like people coming in, it looked like, all right, or communications coming in. But definitely, you know, take the time to evaluate this a little bit. You know, you don't have to dwell on it forever or anything like that, or go to the deep places or, you know, all that kind of stuff. But look at it a little bit, you know, and see like, well, what was it then that I did, you know, hang out for this for so long? Was it just that I was bored, that I was distracted, distracting myself, that maybe I felt like I wanted more security. So like I just like put this energy on this person that they would be the one, you know, ask yourself those types of questions, you know. Also too, we have at the bottom of the deck, let go of control issues. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you are like this controlling, you know, person, but it does say allow situations to unfold naturally. So I think that could be a big part of things too, is that's always good advice, all right, to let go of trying to control that it should go this way or should go that way, or this person should be doing this and that, and I should be doing this, and, you know, even controlling yourself, you know, in that way. Just kind of let things go the best that you can, and just kind of let things flow and see what happens, you know, with like any next potential partners or what have you. All right, so let's see. So what else do we have for Gemini, please? Gemini. Dating. Yeah. I really, I feel like dating is like, you're going to be dating. So I will say, and that's nice and all this, wow, dating. Okay, I was just going to say, that's perfect. I was just going to say, you know, with dating and things like that, I feel like there will be opportunities. Yeah, you have communication here too. I think there's going to be opportunities for you to start dating more towards the end of the month. All right, maybe into December. All right. And I think that's a fine idea, because you seem to have some pretty happy, like joyful cards around that, and more communication and things of that nature. But I would say, you know, don't pass over whatever this was, because there was a reason, you know, that you know, we get involved in these situations, and we need to always kind of look at those a little bit and learn a little, you know, before we jump into something else. However, I'm pro that, because you have true love and you have union. So, but dating came out first. Okay. So it's like, I really feel like dating could be very good for some of you Geminis right now. So single, like even if this doesn't resonate or anything like that, if you're single or what have you, this might be the time. You get out, you know, and I know it's like winter, COVID, you know, I get all that stuff, but people find love in the most bizarre circumstances and the most restrictive circumstances also. So don't let that stop you. I feel like there could be something very good for you. So, all right. That's fantastic. All right. True love and union. Damn. All right, Gemini. I hope you really have a fantastic November. And if that did resonate for you, I hope that you are kind of kick-ass Gemini, and you know, you don't have to be harsh. You don't have to be this or that. Just need to be empowered. You know, and it's like they don't need all your energy. You know, you don't even have to give them explanations. You know, just be empowered. That's what that was about. So, all right, cool. All right, have a fantastic November, and keep me let me know in the comments, especially down the road. You know, because it may not resonate yet, but you know, down the road, I always like to go back myself and look at videos and see. You know, so all right, cool. Thanks. Bye. Have a good November. Bye, guys.